Right. Good evening. Hi. Right. Let's begin. Just a second. Facebook. Right. Okay. So first question: how to predict victory in a court case? Sixth house. Planets in the sixth house. Sixth lord, Ghatni Karaka, and 10th house. At the end of the day, 10th house, because 10th house is the authority figures like judges. Okay, if 10th house or 10th lord are strong, it shows that person is getting favor from judges, authority figures. If 10th house or 10th lord is weak, then maybe like person has to work hard, and he has to uh, prove him beyond limits and all. It will require much more effort then. Okay, so 10th house is 6th house is important because it is the main house of litigation, but 10th house because it is your authority figures including judges. uh, Assistant for your concern, no, I don't have, and I don't need. What is the remedy for sun in the 7th house for Aries ascendant? I don't know, sir. Uh, Please read the title of the video before asking question. Namaste. As of Saturn, Moon, Jupiter in 7th house Taurus, my both parents consistently create fear in me. Okay. They don't even let me do my meditation and yoga practices. They put a lot of restriction on my life. Additionally, as a lot of Mars Ketu in the second house, none of my family members ever listen to me. No support from anyone. They ask me questions like, "Why do yoga? Can't you just be happy?" They are constantly sitting on my head and often angry. What to do? If you can relocate somewhere, if you can leave your family and relocate to another place, it will be great. Well, because you cannot change people, understand? That's what I mean to say, that they are bound to follow their nature. You cannot change their nature, they cannot change you. So to avoid any conflict, to avoid any like these unpleasant circumstances, it is better to stay away from them. That's why. Okay. And then this where were we? Right. uh, so you cannot do anything but move away, if you can. That's it. Okay, you cannot convince anyone who doesn't want to be convinced. You cannot teach anyone who doesn't want to be taught. Okay, so if you can move away from them, great. And these are indications that you should move away. Insights on Saturn Mercury in the sixth house for Gemini ascendant. Uh, in children, it gives autism related issues. Person can have like speech disorders and all. Okay, so that is a big possibility. Uh, so that is there. Plus, it can have it can bring long term health issues. Stress with colleagues at workplace, that means like they should be like thinking of going into like their own work and all. That will be much better for them. Okay. Just a second. Hmm. Okay. uh, right. And so business is better, and they can have issues with the colleagues at workplace. So it is better to work for their own. Uh, Other, like as I said, mercurial health issues or Saturn health issues can come up. If introvert doing meditation means, is this help to become ambivert, thus balancing? No, like introverts will be more feeling more connected to meditation, and extroverts will be feeling more connected to yoga. Introvert is more going inwards, and meditation is going inwards. Extrovert is going outward, and yoga is going outward. What is your views on parents giving birth after consultation from astrologers at a specific time? Where does astrology hold good when we have the power to control the birth time? Try to do that. Okay, try doing that. Uh, it So far, all the people who have taken C-section surgery, muhurat from me, they were unable to perform the surgery in the given time. Okay. What I am trying to say is that you can plan, but some higher authority is there to approve that plan. Let me explain it in a different way. In one of my recent visits in my hometown, someone asked me this question that, okay, I decided my son's birth time, okay, birth date and time. Doctor asked, and I gave the birth and date and time. So in a way, I decided his birth. I decided when my son will take birth. So I have control. Well, you decided many things in your life. Why couldn't you do that thing? We all decided many things to do in this life. Why we could not do those things? What it means is that there is a higher authority even approving or disapproving your plans. You can only plan, you can only propose, someone can dispose. Okay, so don't have this thinking that you have power over anything in this world. You have no power, we have no power. We cannot even be sure if this session will continue. It can abort right now if the universe doesn't want it to and to go through. In Scorpio, ascendant has sixth houses linked to first house. Just a second. Right. In Scorpio ascendant, sixth house is linked to first house because of the same lordship Mars. They should then should any planets placed in the sixth house also link to their first house of personality. It can impact, okay, especially in Mars Dasha, because Mars will activate both the sixth house and the first house. This is why. If that is so, then as seventh house is linked with 12th house because of the same lordship Venus, then should any planets in placed in seventh house also link to the 12th house of foreign, again in Venus Dasha. Okay, especially if Venus is also in Pisces. Wherever it is, but Venus Dasha is going on, then the things can be activating together of seventh and the 12th. Mm, Okay. If Rahu has any conjunction, means is it indicating pending karma related to that point? If so, for instance, Venus Rahu conjunction indicates related to relationship, I would say, not wife. Okay, any relationship. Rahu Venus conjunction shows pending karma towards any relationship. Is it true that 11th house is also death of the mother? Uh, as it is eighth from the fourth. And what does it mean if there is a Rahu in 11th house in Pisces in this context? 11th house is eighth from the fourth. It represents transformations for mother. It represents only transformations. Okay, death and rebirth kind of scenario or major changes. Death of mother is seen from fifth house and the 10th house because they are maraka for fourth house. With all due respect, you failed to answer my questions. Okay, fine, no issues. I have seen many people plan about perfect birth times. My question is regarding the relevance of astrology. That's what I am trying to say. Please understand. You can plan. Okay, I can give you the time. Okay, but after that, that plan should be approved by some higher authority, the universe, existence. Only then you can have childbirth in that given time period. You cannot have there are many cases where people tried what not. Okay, they took consultation for this thing or that thing. That person, they decided a time, and doctor is not available on that time, surgeon is not available on that time, hospital is not functioning in that time. Okay, what else you can do? So this is what I am trying to say. I agree. I accept if I am unable to answer your question. That's fine. I'm fine with it. But I'm only trying to say we can only plan after that approval comes from the higher authority, higher force. If it approves, then your plan succeeds. If it doesn't approve, and then your plan fails. In continuance of the previous question, any planet conjunct Rahu, karma would be towards living significance of the planet or also towards the uh, house that uh, uh, that particular planet rules. More so towards the planet. Okay, like Rahu with Mars. So Mars represents brothers. Mars represents male friends or boyfriend, or like Mars represents your like masculine relationships in your life. So it is more towards that. Okay, Rahu with Moon, mother. Okay, not necessarily if Moon rules your 10th house, then it is towards father also. Okay, not necessary. So it is. Well, let's take the Karakas only. Uh, why do certain people are born with evil planetary combination? There are nothing like evil planetary combination. It is just that it is just that like there are no evil planetary combinations. Uh, it is just that we are not aware how to utilize those planetary combination. So we don't take blame upon ourselves. We blame the planets. There is no person in the world who says that I am doing something wrong in my life. No, nothing. That never happens. Only planets are wrong, and only planets are evil. I am perfect in my life. I cannot commit any mistake, right? Only planets are evil. So maybe you are not utilizing your planetary placements, or the person who thinks that he has evil planetary combination, he is not utilizing his planetary combinations in a right way. If everyone lives off fruit from one's past karma, what was the karma he had when he birthed for the first time? Surely there has to be some starting point. Yes, go on my website. There are articles written on spiritual musing sections. I have covered all these questions. They cannot be replied in like 2 minutes time period. Just search for spiritual musing section in the site. It should be under beyond astrology, and lots of articles are written. I think at least 20 articles. Go through them. You will find your answer. So this is the thing. Mm, or I will do one thing. I will post it. Okay, I posted. I hope these articles will be helpful. Seventh house lord in first house means spouse appearance almost similar to native. No comments. What means 12th house in fourth house and also having eighth lord in 12th house? It is like 12th lord in the fourth house. Person can have a sense of loss regarding his home life or a relationship with mother. Eighth lord in the 12th house can bring like a sudden expenses, sudden losses to the person. Person should be extra careful while traveling, driving, and all, especially if these planets are in wrong dignity in these houses. If eighth lord goes into the 12th house, 12th lord goes into the fourth house, and it is losing the dignity, then they should be extra careful about their health matters, about their expenses, losses, and all. uh, like positively speaking, these are very good combination for spiritual or occult life, mystical life. Now, when the nakshatra lord of an mahadasha planet activates, does the aspects of nakshatra lord also activate? When the nakshatra lord of a mahadasha planet activates, okay, does the aspects of nakshatra uh, lord also I didn't understand. Okay, if nakshatra lord is activating, you are saying okay, Venus is in Swati nakshatra, Rahu is activating. Rahu's aspects we cannot see during Venus dasha, only Rahu is activating. Got it. Insights on Jupiter and Antardasha and Rahu Mahadasha, whose chart having Saturn Jupiter in the seventh house Aries. I think we discussed this. This is not a good chart for relationship matter, so forget about it. For business matter, if the person wants to go into business setup, then they need to make a long term plan for that business. Then the business can give the better results. Will something significant happen regarding alien discovery after Rahu transit? I have no idea, sir. What means Ketu in the second house of D1, D10 chart? D10 is the chart of your career. Second house of D10 chart shows wealth you acquire while following your right career. Ketu in the second house of D10 chart shows person is not much concerned about money matters. Okay, and they feel that okay, anyways I will get the money which I require. Okay, anyways universe will take care of my needs. So they have this trust kind of feeling with their money matters. They may not be like going all out that I need to earn this much money, I need to make this much of asset and all. This may not be the approach. Why don't you do live Kundali analysis, and why don't take questions on marriage? I have written enough on marriage and astrology. Those articles are available. Please check. Why I don't do that? It will again take long time to explain. Okay. I will again post the link. You can read it. Okay. Just a second. Hmm. Okay, so this is about relationship and astrology. So you can read these articles. They may help you. Okay, hi Nicole, how are you? Mm, right. How can a graha in Shuddhit Avastha be cancelled or saved? Nothing needs to be cancelled, nothing needs to be saved. You just need to work as per your planetary placement. You have good memory power, sir, right? I think I have. Thank you. There is some other. Yo, just a second. Yeah, okay. Uh, Capricorn ascendant, Saturn in third house. Get into your own business. Life path is going towards self effort. What is the result of Sun Ketu in 11th house? In Leo ascendant. Leo indeed and chart. What is the result of Sun Ketu? Don't work under others' authority. Okay. Start your own business, maybe creative business. Is career difficult for 8th house Saturn? If you don't do things as per 8th house Saturn, then it is difficult, because third aspect of Saturn, 8th house Saturn, career difficult. Person may have issues with authority figures. Okay, because of third aspect of Saturn is coming into the 10th house. They may have to put an extra effort to get their authority recognition again, if they work on business setup. So that is the thing. Okay, that can be better. Why is it difficult for astrologers who do chart reading to do mundane astrology? Are they afraid? We can see what we are. Okay. uh, Mundane astrology, like global things, global events and all, because free will of so many people get involved, and we don't have chart of everyone. Okay, suppose there is an election taking place in Hyderabad only, like where I am right now. An election is taking place. How many people are fighting and contesting that election? How many people are contesting that election? Their chart is important. How many people are organizing that election? Their chart is important. How many people are going to vote for those contestants? Their charts are important. Do you have all the charts? Then how can we even think of predicting? Okay, so this is why mundane astrology or global astrology predictions are difficult, because we don't have that much of information. That's why I don't do it. I don't get into it. When I don't even have the information, why should I even deal with it? For example, nakshatra lord, best example, these days people also predict for cricket matches, who will win, who will lose. Well, do you have all the 12, 11 charts of the guy, 11 of one team, and 11 charts of another team, and you have charts of like organizers, empires, everyone? Then you are predicting? You cannot have that much of information, right? For example, nakshatra lord of Mragshira, Jupiter Mahadasha is Mars. Mars will activate during Jupiter Mahadasha. Then will both the house that Mars is ruling as well. No. Only the house where Mars is sitting, not even ruling, house where Mars is sitting, that house will be active. What reason behind if malefic planet occupies 10th chart, occupies 10th house, not to work under government of, occupies 10th. Yeah, they can have difficulties with authority figures if malefics are in the 10th house. Capricorn ascendant, Venus in 10th house in Vishakha nakshatra. Venus in 10th house in Vishakha nakshatra. Work in creative field, financial field, maybe. How much you earned out of YouTube alone, sir? I don't earn much. Okay, I do only one session in a week. Even that is not certain. Okay, so in that YouTube, I was monetized like 3 years back. So so far only two checks of $100. That's it. So in 3 years, $200. Okay, not a great point. Sorry, yo. It's fine, no issues. I am not here to convince anyone. Narendra Modi's chart is better than Rahul Gandhi. He has to win the election, right? I don't know who these people are. Which also promises BJP victory. Maybe you can predict it. I cannot predict it. You can be a better astrologer. Please practice as such. Mm, Yo, any other questions? Yes. I am not a good astrologer. Why you are coming here? I don't understand. I never claim to be a good astrologer. Okay, so please follow those people who are responding to hard questions. This is the price someone pays when you disrespect sun in seventh house for Aries ascendant. It's fine. I am ready to pay all the prices. No worries. Very good. Thank you. You're welcome. Charts are made up of our past karma, right, sir? Whatever we do in this birth, we it can shape. Okay. Okay. Charts are okay. Charts are made up of our past karmas, right, sir? Whatever we do in this birth, it can shape our next birth. But present birth chart just says to align with it. But beyond this, what the native can do. If you do this much, also like it will be great. Okay. Uh, don't think about your past birth or future birth. And do this much. Just get aligned with your chart energy, and you will be fine. Okay, right. Moon in the 12th house in Cancer with Mercury for Leo ascendant. Any chance to get settled in foreign lands? You should try. Okay, Moon in own sign in 12th house. You should try to settle down in foreign lands. Okay, wherever Moon is your mind, and wherever it is going, we find our peace of mind there. So in Cancer, you will find your emotional peace or peace of mind in foreign lands when it is in the 12th house Cancer. So that should be your like work to do or primary job that you need to get into, like foreign lands and all. So you should try your best to do that, and if you try, you will get better results. Moon in 12th house people looks alone. Why so? It is because it is the house of isolation. Okay, they like to be alone. They like to be a loner. Okay, Moon in 12th house people. I have Mars Sun in 4th house in Leo and Saturn aspecting it from 7th house, but I have exalted Moon in 1st house. Okay, so is homeland or foreign land better for me? I have to see the whole chart. Mars Sun in 4th house, Leo, Saturn. Lots of malefic planet is in the 4th house. Okay, Mars is malefic, Sun is malefic, Saturn is malefic. They all are impacting your 4th house. Okay, so 4th house is homeland. It shows lots of stress in homeland. So it is better to stay away from the homeland. Saturn at 0 degree in 10th house in Leo. What will be the results? Saturn at 0 degree in 10th house in Leo sign. What will be the result? Issues with authority figures. With Saturn or with any planet degrees and all, don't think that it is like sleeping planet and all. That is not possible. No planet is sleeping. Every planet is active. So Saturn is in the 10th house Leo, lots of issues with authority figures, and your own authority is coming from your own self efforts, because Saturn also rules the third house and fourth house Aquarius. So home based business. If you do some home or private office based business, it will give you better authority. But if you try to work in like a job setup, you can have lots of issues with authority figures. This can be the problem. Right. Uh, Libra ascendant retro Saturn in the 10th house Cancer. Same thing. Issues with authority figures, issues with bosses and all. Work for yourself. That will be much better idea for career, for sustained career. Hmm. Difference between uh, retro exalted and normal exalted planets in giving result. Difference between retro exalted and normal exalted planet in giving result. Normal exalted can give early result in its dasha, and retro exalted can take some time. It will be like rework on that planet. Okay. Then, but Saturn is in Punarvasu nakshatra, which nakshatra lord is Jupiter, which rules third and sixth. Sixth house signifies job. Sixth house signifies daily work life. It doesn't signify job. Okay. Any daily work life, whatever is someone's daily work life, like my daily work life is looking at people's chart. Your daily work life can be something else. Sachin Tendulkar daily work life is playing cricket. Amitabh Bachchan's daily work life is acting. So sixth house only represents daily work life. Saturn is in, doesn't matter Punarvasu or whatever nakshatra, Saturn is Saturn. Okay. You're welcome, sir. A moon in the sixth house indicates a mind feels lots of obstacles. Mind feels lots of obstacles coming in the way. Okay, so that is what combust moon and combust Mars is in Lagna in Sagittarius ascendant. Moon in the sixth house, mind feels that there are many obstacles in my path. Mind feels that all the obstacles are meant for me only, no one else. Everyone else is living a good life. Only I am like facing all the obstacles in the world. Combust Moon and Combust Mars in Lagna in like Sagittarius ascendant. Sagittarius is the Sagittarius ascendant. So Sun, Moon, Mars are together. That means like the person should be focusing on self. Three planets in the first house, Sagittarius, higher education. They should be focusing more on a career or work related with higher education, teaching and guiding, counseling. Combust things, they impact more in early life rather than later life. So if person has already like crossed the age of 30, 35, then this combustion is not much of meaning now. Okay, because it is expected that you have already worked on these matters. How is Ketu Saturn retro in Libra? Wherever it is falling, don't expect much results from the living karakas of that house. Like Ketu Saturn in Libra in the third house. Third house is your younger sibling. So don't expect much results from much benefits from younger siblings. Okay. Uh, right. Venus 14 degree, Mars 17 degree in first house in Libra. Venus 14 degree, Mars 17 degree in first house in Libra ascendant. Uh, Relationship can have like dominance struggle, tussles, people trying to control each other or dominate each other person trying to break free, these type of stuffs. But it can also make someone a passionate lover. uh, it is also like a independence kind of thing, like person is seeking independence in the relationship. Retro Saturn in the sixth house for Leo ascendant indicates lots of obstacles. Retro Saturn in sixth house, yeah, it is like long term obstacles we can say, because Saturn is long durational planet. uh, Sixth lord in Jupiter, uh, in seventh house Aries, with Saturn, insights on the dailies. Don't ask same questions again and again. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Jupiter Saturn in Aries in the seventh house shows that like relationship life is difficult. Business matters, if they start their own business, they will have to like have a long term plan. And please don't ask this planetary placement again. Okay. Degree in Navamsha matters. Mm, I won't pay much attention to the degree in Navamsha. Rahu in Magha Pada 3 in 10th house with Venus. Very good for creative matters, very good for any creative talent kind of career, if person is interested in. But when it comes to relationship, the person may have lots of desires, expectations from the partner, which may impact a relationship negatively. Uh, the seventh lord of D1 in D9 matters, and tenth lord of D1 in D10. Everything matters. First, as I always say, first go through your D1 chart completely, then come to like D9 and D10. Okay, so if you go in a proper order, then everything is meaningful, everything helps you. But if you don't go in a proper order, then things can be difficult. Mm, right. This is the thing. And if someone's seventh lord in Swati, it means his spouse will be independent. They will be wishing independence from relationship. They won't like a relationship which is very much of like controlling nature. Okay, someone is trying to dominate them and control them, and they won't like this type of relationship. So this is what this seventh lord in Swati Nakshatra represents. How you learn astrology, sir? Through YouTube only, sir. No certificate, no degree. Okay. YouTube and Google and all that. Second lord in 11th, second lord in the first house means 12th disposition means losses, but whatever native expects that come to him because Lagna represents himself, right? So second lord in the first means 12th disposition means losses. But it matters which is the planet involved. Like if second lord is Venus with Libra sign and it is going into first house Virgo, it is going into debilitation. Okay, it is going into debilitation. So we cannot say the same thing. But if second lord is, let's say, Mercury with Gemini sign and it is going into the first house, then it is going in best friends sign. Okay, then we can say this thing. Is there a planet house for visualization and reality creation? I would say 12th house. 12th house is the house of imagination. Okay, so 12th house and along with other mystical or spiritual combinations, it can bring the power of visualization or manifestation. Aries ascendant Sun and Jupiter in the 8th house in Scorpio, Jupiter less degree. Sun and Jupiter in 8th house in Scorpio, Jupiter less degree. It is uh, it is good for like someone gaining lots of research oriented knowledge. Okay, for that purpose it is good. Just a second. Okay, but when it comes to like your belief system, okay, like when it comes to belief system and all, they can have issues with the belief system with the people, ego conflicts due to that. So that is what is going to impact. If moon is 11th lord going in 10th house, does it mean person loses desires? Saturn also aspects 11th house from 5th house. It again depends on which is the planet. Moon is 11th lord, that means Cancer sign, and it is going into Gemini sign, enemy sign. So it is like a person is feeling loss of manifestation of desires. Like my desires didn't get manifested, I know. If seventh, Saturn also aspects 11th from 5th. So this confirms that the person is feeling a sense of limitation in the results. Okay, so that is what is indicated from this position. Mm, right. So from both the sides, like Moon going 12th from the 11th house and Saturn aspecting 11th house, both shows limitation in the manifestation of desires. फिर if someone's seventh lord in Chitra Nakshatra spouse will be independent, he or she can be. Uh, Chitra is not about independence. Swati is about independence. Chitra is about ego conflicts in the relationship. It shows relationship matters can get into ego conflicts. Second Lord Mars going into Libra ascendant. So it is like Mars is in good, decent dignity. It is in average sign. Okay. So it shows Mars is efforts and actions. If the person puts efforts and actions, he will get the results as Mars is coming into the first house. Results are coming to self if the person is ready to put his actions and efforts. Right. Hmm. Your sessions are very useful. Thank you. Okay, I think we are done for the day. Thanks for joining and asking questions. Hey, see you next week. Okay. Take care. Enjoy.